Hello, so we're going to take a look at topic 1.4, factors. We're going to find factors of a number today, and we're going to identify something called the greatest common factor, or GCF for short. Factors are any two numbers that are multiplied together to give a product. So common one would be 2 times 2 is equal to 4, where 2 are factors of 4. And if we look at the number 4, we also have another couple factors of 4. 1 times 4 is equal to 4 as well. So 1 is a factor of all numbers. The number itself is a factor of itself, and then a number may or may not have other factors. We're going to be listing factors of common composite numbers, numbers that have quite a few factors. And one of these is the number 30. So you have to ask yourself, what numbers multiplied with each other make 30? The best way to go about this is to be very systematic about it, to start with the number 1. So here we can see that they have presented it as 1 times 30 is equal to 30, and then they go from 1 to the next lowest number. Is 2 a factor of 30? Yes, it is. 2 times 15 makes 30. And then going down from 2. Is 3 a factor of 30? Yes, it is. 3 times 10 is 30. Is 4 a factor of 30? It is not. Is 5? Yes, it is. 5 times 6 is 30. And then is 6 a factor? It is. It's right over here. So we know that we're actually now done looking for factors when we hit a number kind of twice. So the factors of 30, if we go in order from smallest to largest, is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. These are all factors of 30. You may be wondering, why are we doing this? We need to have factors in our mind later when we're reducing fractions. It really is very handy. We may not always be writing lists like this, but we're doing a lot of this type of work in our head in the future. So we're going to go ahead and list factors of 28, and we're going to use that same method as they showed above, but we're starting from scratch here. So we're going to start with the number 1, and we're going to show ourselves 1 times 28 makes 28. And then we're going to go to our next smallest number. 2 is a factor of 28. 2 times 14 makes 28. And we keep going that way. We ask ourselves, does 3 make 28? 3 times, no. 3 times 10 makes 30. So we skip that one. We go to 4. 4 is a factor of 28. 4 times 7 makes 28. We go to the next one. Does 5? Nope. Does 6? No. Does 7? Yes. 7's already here, so we can stop now. So that's how we know when to stop, when we already have the number written down. So our factors in order, I'm going to draw this kind of arrow, is 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, and 28. Those are our factors of 28. Now the greatest common factor, or GCF, is a number that divides evenly into two numbers, and it's the largest of all the factors that divides evenly. So that's why it's called the greatest. So in order to get the greatest common factor, we actually have to find all the factors of the two numbers, compare our lists, and pick the biggest one. So we're going to find the factors of 24 and the factors of 30, and then we're going to compare. So here we go. So let's do 24 first. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6. We don't have a 5. We do have a 6. It's there, so we're done. So our factors of 24 are done. Let's go ahead and do the 30. We've seen the 30 before, but we'll do it once more. 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, Does 4 make 30? Doesn't. So we're going to go ahead to 5. 5 times 6. Does 7 make 30? Does not, right? And so we're done, right? So we've got all our factors. So if we look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24 for the 24 factors, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30, it looks like the common ones are 1, 2, 3, 6, and 6. And the biggest of these is 6. So therefore, the greatest common factor of these two numbers is 6. So we're going to go ahead and look at the questions on the do together on page 28. So we're going to list all the factors of 28. We've done this one before, so we'll just do it one more time real quick. 1 times 28, 2 times 14. Do we have a 3 for the 28? We don't. Do we have a 4? Yep, we do. 4 times 7. Do we have a 5? We don't. Do we have a 6? We don't. We do have a 7. We're done. So we've got them. 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, and 28 are our factors of 28. Then question number 2 is a little bit different. Is 3 a factor of 36? So this is a yes/no question. Does 3 times something make 36? And it does. 3 times 12 makes 36. So that's what I'm doing in my head. So this is a yes. Alternatively, you can ask yourself, can I take 36 divided by 3? It's a yes, so it's a factor of 36. Then number 3 says, name the common factors of 20 and 32. What is the greatest common factor? So we need to find our common factors. So let's go ahead and do 20 first. Starting with 1, 1 times 20, then going to our next smallest. 2 times 10, 3 does not make 20, but 4 does. 4 times 5, and we're done there for our factors. For 32, 1 times 32. Does 2 make 32? It does. 2 times 16. Does 3 make 32? It doesn't. What about 4? 4 times 8 makes 32. No 5, no 6, no 7. We're back to 8. These are our factors of 32. So which ones do we have in common? I'm going to circle them. We have 1, 2, and 4. They're the same. That's it. So the greatest common factor is the biggest one, and that's going to be 4. That's our greatest common factor.